Since I can't be with you in class to help you navigate this little simulation we're using today, I want to just take a very quick overview about how to get to it. So if you type in Phet Skatepark HTML5, you can click on any of these links and it'll take you to it. If you click on where here, you'd actually have to click on that to start the program. And then you got three options: intro, friction, and playground. So we're going to start with intro. Now you do need to follow the instructions on your paper, but essentially this is just how things work. You can pick up the skater, you can move them around. When we have you start, we're going to have you place it right up there, make sure he's connected to the ramp, and when you let it go, you're going to see things happen here. Now there's some other things that you can do here. Some things that we're going to ask you to take a look at. You can look at the pie chart, you can look at the bar graph, you can have a grid so you can make sure you can see, like, if they start up here, how high do they get on the other side? Do they reach the same height? Do they end up above? Do they end up below? And you can check out the speed readings. So as they're moving, you can see what happens to their speeds. So if you raise them up over here, you can see what's happening, their potential energy, their total energy. When you drop them, you can go ahead and hit pause and stop at any time you want. So those are the main things you're going to be taking a look at. At some point, we're going to ask you to click on friction. Now down here you have the intro, friction, and playground, the same three options we had before. So we click on the friction link. You can change the mass of the person. So are they more massive, less massive? You can mess with the friction. Do they have absolutely no friction? Is there a whole lot of friction? Is it somewhere in between? And again, you can select pie chart, bar graph, grid, speed, in order to analyze what's happening with these different types of energy: the kinetic, the gravitational potential energy, thermal energy, and the total of all of them. I do not ask you to use this, but if you want to play around with it a little bit, you also have the options of changing the default from a half pipe ramp down to just a regular ramp, or something as a different shape. And if you really decide that you are incredibly bored and you want to play around with this a little bit more, you can click on the playground, and that allows you to create your own ramps, and you can add more than one, so you can link them together, and you can change them in a lot of different ways. So you can see what happens if you put them here. They come around, and again, when you do that, you can also adjust how much friction, and that'll change things. You could also adjust to whether they stick to the ramp. So here, if you try it, if they come off on the bottom, I think this is basically magnetic or non-magnetic. Like, do they totally stick? Can he jump off the ramp, or does he stick to the ramp the whole time? I think that's what this option does right here. So that's basically what you're going to be using today. If you still have questions, make sure that you do contact me, and I can help you with those. But we want to make sure that you're not only doing the simulation, but as you answer the questions, which I believe I've got right over here. As you answer these questions, you are being asked to either type it up in a Google Doc and share it with me, or write them down on a piece of paper and send me pictures. Now, when you get to this part with the energy graph, if you choose the Google Doc, you will have to actually make some drawings in Google Doc in order to do that. So make your choice about which one you think is easier. If you want, you can make a combination where you draw these parts and answer the rest in the Google Doc. Will make things work. Just make sure those, if you choose that method, that they get sent to me together. Good luck, and again, contact me if you have questions.